Hey guys, ETR here. My friend was showing me earlier today the optimal crush counter combo for Laura, which is going to look a little bit something like this. Most people do stand fierce into shoulder, which does a little less damage and stun, but this is more optimal. And I was testing this in training mode and trying to put it on random block and random counter hit to see if I can actually confirm when it happens and get the fireball off and go into combo. And I found out that I noticed on hit and block, sometimes the fireball wasn't coming out, and if I did it in the same motion, it was coming out on counter hit. And after I did a little bit of testing, I found out that when someone gets crush countered, the game kind of slows down a little bit, and frames either get like canceled or extended. I'm not sure how it works. I'm sure someone already have found this before, but it allows for Laura to do an option select, and I'll show you what it looks like here. So if I get normally hit here, nothing happens. If I block, nothing happens. See, watch when I press a button here. 2-hit combo with a fireball afterwards, and you can kind of see the notation of how I did it. You kind of have to wait until the fireball is pretty much out of cancel range from the stand fierce, and then on counter hit, for some reason, game slows down, it gives it to you. And this is really character specific. For Laura, for instance, this is on a heavy punch against a fireball because she like kind of rolls into it. Other characters is medium punch, and I'll put the list below. I'm sure it's already been figured out, you know, that you can do that, but it's helpful to test out implications for it. And you have to do it pretty close in order to get the combo. But I think this has really big implications for a lot of the cast, because now we know, or maybe we already did know, but that crush countering kind of extends frames similar to the way that supers kind of eat up inputs and stops frames there too. But this looks like it actually extends the window because I'm doing the full motion, and it's not like it's canceling anything out, obviously. So I think this is a big tool that a lot of characters can use as long as you get your crush counter combos going, or maybe you find a fireball motion, or like something for Karen's dash forward. Maybe she can do something with it on block and hit, depending on how you actually cancel it out. And this is really good for Laura too, because you don't want to do a fireball every time you do a stand fierce, because it's pretty unsafe on block unless you charge it up or you're in V-trigger. So it's got a lot of implications for her. And also, when you do the cross-up version of it, you actually have to change the fireball. So if you do something like this, still combos, but because of the distance after a cross-up for some reason, you have to change the fireball. So a little bit of testing needs to be done for how you do it with certain characters, and you can get different fireballs to work at different spacings. But I'll put a list of what happens for a character like after a jab into a fierce like that, into the combo. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys do some testing with it and try to figure out some cool stuff out with your characters. And feel free to subscribe. I'm going to put some more Laura videos up and try to find some cool stuff like this. And yeah, ETR out.